The solution to distance is connection. I was watching the NCAA basketball championships over the weekend, Monday, in the women's and the men's, and I saw this advertisement, AT&T, and they were talking about connecting, the value of connecting and connecting. And as it watched that and loved what they were sharing, I realized that's what our world needs more now than ever. It's connection. You've heard me talk about, if you've listened to many of my podcasts, it seems to be this ongoing thread. I gotta warn you, listen to many of my podcasts, it's going to continue. And why? Because I think it's so valid in our world. We can have an office place where we all come together, we sit around in our cubicles, and you couldn't be any more distant than if one was in Shanghai and one was in Berlin. The reality is proximity does not determine connection. But I do know this, as many people experienced during COVID and as workplaces have changed, without proximity, connection needs to be intentional. You got to spend an extra 10 minutes. Recent podcast guest conversation comes on in a couple of weeks, and there's a member of this person's staff. Her name is Maren. And Maren loves to connect. And he was sharing with me that they have a couple minutes at every beginning of every meeting where they spend time to connect. And sometimes if they're just so disjointed, they're like, hey, let's have a Maren 10. 10 minutes to connect. It's that important. The solution to distance is connection. That's it. Just because you're sitting next to someone doesn't mean you're connected. The solution to distance is connection.